Hello everyone. Good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we discussed about the chapter comparing quantities and we discussed which is chapter number 8 and we discussed, dear students, the exercise 8.1. Today, dear students, we are going to discuss about the percentage. Okay, today what we discuss about the percentage. What is the concept of percentage? Dear student, percentage is derived from Latin word per centum, meaning per hundred. Means percentage means what? Simply per hundred. Percentage means what? Per hundred. Means if we write 1%, then you can say 1 upon 100. So 1% means 1 upon 100. Means simply, dear student, the meaning of percentage is per 100. If we write anywhere 5%, then you can write 5 by 100. Okay, if we write 7%, then you can write 7 by 100. Means the general concept of the percentage is just per 100. Okay, now dear student, we discuss some question as based on percentage. Let's see, dear students. Now, dear student, first we discuss some question. Suppose that write 1 upon 3 as percent. Suppose that write, your question is write 1 upon 3 as percent. Dear students, in converting any number into the percentage, we just multiply both the numerator and denominator by 100 because of and in denominator, and you know that you always remember in your mind 1% is equal to what? 1 by 100. Means you can write 1 upon 100 as 1%. So let's see this question. Let's see, dear students. We here the given fraction is 1 upon 3. Now we must be multiply in both the numerator and denominator by 100. Then what I get? We get 7. 100 ones are 100 by 3 into 1 upon 100. And you know that 1 upon 100 means what? 1%. So here we write what? 100 by 3 into 1%. Now 100 ones are 100. 100 by 3 means 33. 1 upon 3%. So dear students, in this way you convert any number into the form of percentage. In this way, one important concept is there ki, dear student, 1% means general concept of 1% is 1 upon 100. So in this way you can convert each number into the percent. Yes. Now we take some other question based on percentage. Let's see. We take a question. Convert the given decimals. Convert the given decimals to percent, and your first option is 0.75, second one 0.09, and third one 0.2. Look, dear student, just I discussed about that topic. When we converting the any number into the form of percent, then we must be multiply both the numerator and denominator by 100. So here let's see first. Let's take the first take and solve the first part of this question, which is 0.75. So we can write, first of all we write in this way. Okay, now if we multiply 0.75 into 100, then we get 75 into, we write 1 upon 100 as is it. And but dear student, you know that 1% means what? 1 upon 100. So we can write 1%, 1 upon 100 as 1%. So here we write 75 into 1%, that is 75%. In this way, dear student, we can 0.75 into the form of percentage is 75%. Okay, so now we take and solve the second part of this question, which is what? 0.09. Dear student, this question is also solved in that way. Let's see. Just we must be multiply both the numerator by 100. So we get what? 9.0 into 1 upon 100, that is 9 into 1%, that is 9%. So we can convert, we can write 0.09 as 9%. Now same as we take and solve the third part of this question. Your third part of is what? 0.2, and 0.2 we can multiply, we must be multiply both the numerator by denominator by 100. Now here 0. Okay, now look here 20 upon 100, and so we can write 20 into 1%, and 21 the 20%. So dear students, in this way you can convert each and every question into the form of percent. Okay, this is very easy concept. So you can solve all the questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Okay, now dear students, we discuss some other type of questions based on percentage. Let's see, dear students. Take a question. Find. The question is, find first point, 50% of 164. 50% of 164. Second one, 75% of 12. Let's see. Dear student, in that question we just find 50% of 164, and in that question we just find the 75% of 12. Now let's see its solution. That type of question solve in this way. Let's see. We take and solve the first part of this question, which is 50% of 164. Dear student, the general concept of is generally we can write of as multiplication, multiply. Of means generally we write as multiply. Now let's see 50% of this. So we can write 50% of 164, that is 164 into 50 by 100. The general concept of is multiply. So we can write 164 into 50 upon 100, because of percentage means what? Percentage means what? Per 100. So we can write 50% as 50 by 100. Now look here, 50 to the 100. So we get 164 upon 2. So in this way we get 2 8 the 16, 2 2 the 4, 82. So we can say that, dear student, the 50% of 164 is what? 82, right? So in this way we can say now the 50% of 164 is what? 82. 50% means what? Just half of any quantity. So here the whole quantity is 164, then half of it is 82. Now we take and same as we take and solve the next question, the next part of this question. Let's see here what is given. 75% of 12. So we can write 12 into 75%, that is 12 into 75 by 100. Okay, now look, 25 3 is 75, 25 4 is 100, 4 3 is 12. So we get 3 into 3 and 3 3 is 9. So dear students, in this way we can solve that type of question based on percentage. Okay, now dear students, we take exercise 8.2 and solve some important question based in this chapter. Let's see, based on percentage. Now we take the exercise 8.2, dear students. Meeta, we take the question number 7 of that chapter. We take question number 7 of the exercise 8.2, which is your question is, in a city 30% are females, 30% of females, 40% are males, and remaining the children, what percent are children? Your question is, what percent are children? This is the question here, dear students. In that question, let's see once more time. In a city, 30% are females, 40% are males, and the remaining the children. Now we find out what percent are children. Now let's see its solution. Dear student, first of all, in that city, 30% are female. Females, first of all, we write the given. Females are what? 30%. Okay. Males are 40%. Okay. Then the percentage of children, then the percentage of children is what? 100 minus 30% plus 40% means 100 minus 43, what? 70 means what? 30%. So in this way, dear students, in that city, the percent of children are 30%. Okay, now let's 30 and 40. 100. Now clear? So dear student, in this way you can solve that type of question. This is very easy question. So you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on that. Now we take one more question of that exercise, then we discuss next topic of that chapter. Let's see. We take and solve the question number 9. Let's see, dear students. We take and solve the question number 9. Let's see. In that question, what is question? Meeta saves rupees 4,000 from her salary. Rupees 4,000 from her salary. Okay. If this is 10% of her salary, if this is 10% of her salary, okay, if this is 10% of her salary, what is her salary? Your question is, what is her salary? Now let This is one of the most important question of your NCERT exercise. Let's see once more time, dear student. Your question is, Meeta saves 4,000 from her salary. Okay, if this is means this saving salary is 10% of her salary, what is the her salary? Dear student, in that question, first of all we take, let x be the salary of Meeta. So first of all we take, let rupees x be the salary of Meeta. Then 10% of her salary, then 10% of x is equal to what? 4,000, right? Dear student, because of Meeta saved 4,000 rupees and this value, this rupees is 10% of her salary. So we consider, let us consider, let rupees x be her salary, then 10% of x is equal to that saving amount, that is 4,000. Now we solve that condition and hence we find its salary. Let's see. Now 10% we can write 10 by 100 into x is equal to 4,000. Now we get x is equal to 4,000 into 100 upon what? 10. 1 0 1 0 cancel to each other. We can write 40 1 2 3 40,000 rupees. So dear student, the salary of Meeta is what? 40,000. Okay, so dear students, in this way you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on these topic. Now dear student, I think this topic is clear all of you. Now dear student, we take your next topic, which is ratios to percent. Let's see. Now dear, in this way you can complete the exercise 8.2. okay? Yes, you can solve each and every question of your exercise 8.2. Now we discuss about the topic ratios to percents. Ratios to percents. Dear students, let's take and solve some question based on these topic. Okay. Dear student, if the angles of a triangle, take a question. If the angles if the angles of a triangle are in the ratio 2:3:4, 2:3:4, okay? Find the value of each angle. Find the value of each angle. Let's see its solution, dear students. Dear students, in that type of question, first you take each angle of that triangle B. Let's see. Let the all angles of the triangle are 2x, 3x and 4x respectively. 2x, 3x and 4x respectively, okay? Then Dear students, let the all angles of the triangle are 2x, 3x, 4x respectively. Now, according to angle sum property of the triangle, then we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C must be equal to what? 180. So this is angle A, this is angle B, this is angle C. Now we have what? Let's see, 2x plus 3x plus 4x is equal to 180. Now what I get? 3, 2, 5, 4. 9x is equal to what? 180. 9 to the 18, 0. That is also value. The value of x is 20. Okay. The value, in this way we find the value of x as 20, applying the angle sum property of the triangle. Now if x is equal, then angle A is, let's see, that is angle A is what? 2x, that is 2 into 20 means 40 degree. Angle B is what? 3x means what? 3 into 20 is equal to 60 degree. Angle C is what? 4x, as 4 into 20 is equal to 80 degree. Let's see. So in this way, the all angles of the triangle is 40, 60 and 80 degree. This is your complete answer. So dear student, in this way you can solve that type of question of your NCERT exercise. Okay. Now dear students, the next topic of that chapter is what? Prices related to an item or buying and selling. Yani we discuss about the topic based on buying and selling. Now let's see some concept of that topic. Now that question is clear. Okay. Now look, now we discuss about problem based on, your next topic is problem based on buying and selling. Problems based on buying and selling. Now let's see. Dear students, suppose that if when an object is purchased, then that price is said to be what? Cost price, and that price is on which any object is sell. Okay, what is what? One is selling price. Okay, selling price. Dear student, in which condition a person get a profit, and in which condition when a person get loss? Dear student, let's see. If selling price is greater than cost price, in that condition a person get a lot of profit. It means that profit is equal to, the general concept of profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Suppose that cost price of an object is ₹5 and the selling price of that object is ₹8. Now in that condition, how many profit of a person? And in this way your profit is what? Selling price minus cost price, that is 8 minus 5, that is ₹3. So in this way, dear student, profit, the general concept of profit is what? Selling price minus cost price. In this way we get the profit. Now in which condition a person get a loss? When? Let's see. If selling price less than cost price, means cost price is maximum and selling price is minimum, in that condition a person get a loss. So the loss is equal to what? Loss is equal to selling price minus, cost price minus selling price. In this way we get the loss of a person, loss of the or on that quantity. Okay, this is the general concept of profit and loss. So in this way, profit, the general formula for profit is what? selling price minus cost price, and the general formula of loss is cost price minus selling price. In this way you can find profit and loss to sold and purchases on any objects. Now we discuss the formula for the profit percent and loss percent. Let's see, dear students. Now we discuss about some important formula. First one is, just I discuss about that profit is equal to what? Profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Second important formula is what? Loss is equal to selling cost price minus selling price. Third formula is what? Profit percent. Profit percent. Dear student, profit percent, the formula for the profit percent is what? Profit upon cost price into 100. Profit upon cost price into 100. And the formula for loss percent is what? Loss upon cost price into 100. In this way, dear student, we can say that the profit percent and the loss percent both are calculated at its cost price. Okay, so the formula for the profit percent is profit upon cost price into 100, and the formula for the loss percent is loss upon cost price into 100. In this way, and in that chapter there are so many questions based on that topic. And one important formula is that, suppose that if profit percent is given or loss percent is given, in that condition what is the selling price of an object? So one of the most important formula for here, to calculate the selling price of an object is equal to what? Cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. That formula is applied when the cost price is given, profit percent is given, then the selling price will be cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. When loss percent is given, then in that condition the formula for selling price is cost price into 100 minus loss percent upon 100 upon 100. In that so this is one of the most important formula of your syllable chapter. So selling price is equal to cost price into 100 plus profit percent by 100, and the selling price is equal to cost price into 100 minus loss percent by 100. If profit percent is given, then here we take positive sign, and when loss percent is given, then we take minus sign. Now from that formula we also calculated the cost price of an object. When selling price is given and profit percent is given, in that condition the cost price of an object is what? Cost price is equal to what? Selling price cross multiply into 100 upon 100 plus profit percent when profit percent is given. When loss percent is given and selling price of is given, then the formula for the cost price is what? Selling price into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. This is one of the most important question of your NCERT exercise. So thus, dear students, today we discuss some important concept of percentage, and we take and solve some important question of your NCERT exercise based on percentage. And we discuss also about the topic problem based on buying and selling of an object. And in that section we discuss some important formula which is very important for that chapter. We discuss that type of formula. So first, dear student, please remember and learn all the formula of that topic. Now dear students, in next class we discuss that chapter, means that is comparing quantities, and we take and solve some important questions of your NCERT exercise based on cost, buying or selling, or the question based on the cost price and selling price. Okay, first you learn all the formula which we discuss in that class. Now dear student, first you complete your NCERT exercise. Now in next class we discuss the question based on profit and loss. Okay, thank you.